been, I have a class in the morning at 8, and I finished a couple of minutes ago. So this is my second one, and I have a third one at 2. So I'm gonna have classes like the whole day today. And oh yeah, the other group is having a test today. I'm teaching also in the advanced group, so they have a test today. Whoa. Okay, I have just let me put my camera up. So there I am, and also it's quite cold inside here, so that's why I'm with this sweatshirt, or polar, or hoodie. No, it's not a hoodie.
Yeah. Mister,
Yep.
we still in the unit 4.1, right?
With Tamara, you're doing that.
Yeah, but I get confused. 1.2, 4.2.
4.2. We're starting 4.2. Yeah, we're
Okay.
going to start that. Yesterday we covered the previous one, the 3.4. So we're going to start with a new unit. I think that you started the first one with Tamara, right? With Miss Tamara. So you
Yes,
started in,
between
yeah,
yesterday and today.
yeah. Today we're going to work with the speaking skills, and so you'll have to discuss, talk, right, and well, all of them, all the things related to that. Okay. And as you can see on the screen, it's going to be a topic that I think that you like, okay, or that maybe you know more than me, because you are Generation Z, right? So you were born with internet. You were born with. I mean, most of you have a cell phone or a smartphone from, I don't know, long ago. So welcome to week. I don't know which week is it. Week 5 of classes, but 6 in general. The general term. Um, we have received information from Gandhi. Remember, I told you that something related to the class calendar. So she said that our calendar is going to continue to be the same, the original one. So we're going to have the term finished on the last week of July. There are certain things that they still need to figure out what to do, but in general, we are having exactly the same calendar that we had at the beginning, right? There is a new calendar for the classes that started later, and also there is flexibility for students that are having some troubles or to get connected to be online. Okay, but in general, we are having exactly the same class calendar, or yeah, that we had at the beginning. Okay, so with that information in mind, we're going to start with this. So what are we going to see today? By the way, this is already in your classwork. So if you go here into classwork, it's already here. So if you want to go and take a look at it, you can also do it, okay? So just me put here the presentation view, so for you to notice this. Okay, so what are we going to cover in this unit? Unit 2.4.2. Just a couple of things. We're going to talk about using the internet. So that is the goal of today's lesson, to talk about using the internet. Yeah. And we're going to focus now also in living without it. Okay. And then the second part of this class, that I think is going to be next week, because on Friday we're having a test. We're going to talk about plans and arrangements. Okay, so we're going to talk about certain grammar that is used to talk about the future. So in this case, we're going to talk about the future using be, going to, and the present continuous. Okay, so we're going to review that later in the unit. Okay, so we are going to start in today's class with a Jamboard. A Jamboard is a whiteboard from Google, right? So the idea is that you click over that link that is just there, right? And you enter this Jamboard. In this case, this is a whiteboard by Google, so they call it Jamboard. So if you click over the link that is just there, so you go to Google Slides here on the classwork, you open it, you go to slide number 3, And in slide number 3, you're going to have the link to enter this Jamboard, which is, of course, in this case, a virtual whiteboard. So what do you have to do here? The idea is that you, on your own, right, start writing here on this Jamboard around here. What things can you do on your smartphones, right? What can you do on your smartphone? So what are the things that you can do on your smartphone, right? So the idea is that you use the tools that you have here. You can use the pen, right, and write with a pen, but I think it's better to use the text box, right? This one, the text box, and also the sticky notes. Okay, so with the sticky notes, you just open here and type the things that you can do with your, um, in this case, with your smartphone. For example, I'm gonna go like quite boring, right? Check email, right? You can also put here, I don't know, watch videos on YouTube. And of course, you can change the color of this. That depends on you. So you can create your own sticky notes, okay? So you see, and we can make them bigger, play video games, talk online with friends, okay? So let's go and put some sticky notes around, okay? Yeah, then you can draw. But let's see. Search things on Google, Talk to online friends. Yes, communicate with people. Yeah, of course. Chat. Play video games. What else? Stream music. Excellent. Listen to music. Yep. What else can you do? Have online class. Sure, yeah. You can, of course, install an app like Teams, right? And of course, have an online class to read. Yeah, you can also read with your smartphones. What else you can do apart from that? Take photos. Yep, you can take photos. You can do tons of different things. So start thinking of what things can you do with your tweet. Yeah, if you like, if you have a Twitter account, you can also tweet. Watch movies. Yep, you can watch a movie on Netflix. Yeah, tons of different things, right? Good, good. Lots of things. Excellent. Great. What else? That's it? Just that? Just chat, listen to music, read, tweet. There are tons of different things that you can do with your mobile devices. I think nowadays with your mobile devices, Flipgrid, of course, we love Flipgrid. There are tons of different things that you can do with your mobile devices. I think that mobile devices have replaced, in this case, your computers in most cases. Okay, the computer is better for doing some more advanced things like really work on it. Check Instagram, learn. Yes, you can go and use these platforms like Coursera, right? And even Google, right? Google have also courses online. So there are lots of different things. I have many artists here, so right. Good. Excellent. You can also play like this one, like your classmate here that is playing tic-tac-toe. You can also do that here. The business from shark mentality. Okay. Yeah, you can do business with your phone, with your devices. That's great. Yeah. You can sell things on Instagram. Okay. Learn English in the online platform. Excellent. Okay. That's it. I'm going to leave it just till there. Aha. So now everyone can do that, but play LOLcito. I can deactivate that. So I'm just gonna leave it there. So I'm gonna change this. And anyone with a look? No, it's restricted. Okay, so now you cannot do anything of over the link. Okay, so good. There are lots of things that you can do here. And you have made very good opinions here. So you can talk to your friends, take photos, chat, check Instagram, sell things, do business, right? So lots of different things that you can do online. We can also save this for later. Okay, let's continue. And now we're going to have our first pair work. Okay, and this deals with previous content. For example, in this case, we're going to work with everyday expressions and frequency expressions, right? Because the question says, how often do you do these activities on your smartphones? Okay, so you have to start thinking of your smartphones to do the following activities. So you have to go with your classmates through these things that are listed here, right? For example, go or be online. Tweet. Use Google, but Google Scholar. Different one. Text friends on WhatsApp or any messaging app, right? Do banking, for example, paying your bills, right? Um, Sending money or just paying, right? Things online. Shop online, that means you go to this, you can do that on Instagram, you can do that on the different web pages that are there, like the department stores or anything that you have to shop, like Mercado Libre, Amazon, now that is sending products to Chile, right? Lots of you have maybe review what things can you buy on Amazon or AliExpress, the one that we love, right? Listen to podcasts. Those are becoming quite popular nowadays. Stream music, stream movies, stream maybe games. There are certain elements or certain apps that allows you to stream also games. Update your Instagram or TikTok, depending on you. If you have both, maybe you do both things. Watch videos on YouTube, or you can also watch anime on Crunchyroll or your favorite anime app, right? Use Google Maps or Waze, check your email, and then finally post something on a website or social media. Okay, so how often do you do that? You are going to work on that with your partner. So you have to go through it and have a chat, have a conversation with your partner. So we're going to do here the breakup rooms. You're going to work with a partner. So that means two people. And of course, the idea is that you share, you tell how often do you do those things. I'm going to create the rooms again. Remember that you have the, in this case, you have the slides on Classroom, so you can go through to Classroom and see them, right? In case that for you not to be copying, not to be writing anything. So let's see how many by room. It should be 11, I think, or 10. Let's see, 10. Less than 10. So it should be 8. 8. No, less than 8. 7. Yeah, we're gonna leave it in 7 rooms. So in some rooms there are gonna be 2, and some others there are gonna be 3. Okay, 2 of you, and some others that are gonna be 3. But anyway, you can do it again. So remember, how often in this case do you do these activities in your smartphones? Okay, so we're going to start the rooms right now. I'm gonna give you like 5 to 8 minutes to talk. Okay, so let's start. Let's see what's happening. So limiter is not working. So let's see what's going on.
Buena, pues Nacho. Sí, primera vez. Ah, igual ahora como que recién estoy pudiendo conectarme más a las clases. Porque sí, es que, es que tengo el turno en la tarde. No, 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 trabajo, teletrabajo. Es que me cambié de pega. Me cambié de pega. Antes tenía una pega ¿cómo es que se llama? Que era mucho rato. O sea, no mucho rato, sino que los horarios me topaban muchísimo. Onda, entraba a las 11 de la mañana y salía a las 5, entonces perdía todas las clases.
Ah, sí, sí, me imagino. Eh, pero bueno, al menos voy a estar asistiendo a las clases.
Sí, menos mal. Ahora sí que sí.
Sí. Bueno, ¿qué había que hacer? How
Escucho,
often do you?
¿hay que anotarlo en alguna parte o es
O sea,
simplemente como
de
comentarlo?
comentar, creo. No creo que nos pregunte. Onda. ¿Tú cachai? Dale. La primera es Go Be Online. ¿A qué se refiere con eso?
Yo creo que es simplemente estar en el teléfono.
Mm, sí, puede ser. Bueno, si uno cuando
Porque,
usa el teléfono, obviamente está así, da Go Online.
pero uno hace otras cosas también, pues entonces como que
Mm, bueno, igual sí. Bueno, digamos
es
que
que,
sí.
¿sabéis qué?
Bastante seguido.
Yo,
Yo
yo
muy
creo,
seguido.
sí, sí, yo igual, demasiado seguido.
Sí. La segunda es titular, usar el Twitter. Yo no ocupo Twitter. ¿Y tú?
Ocupo Twitter una vez a las 1500 y es solamente como para ver tweets, nada más, no, no tuiteo, hace como
Para sapear
años.
nomás. Para sapear nomás.
Sí, para puro saber.
Sí. Dale, yo no lo ocupo, así que no. Use Google
Así
Scholar.
que lo
Eh,
ocupo en el computador.
¿Qué es? Nunca me había enterado.
El Google Scholar,
Ya.
en español se llama Google Académico, es
Ah,
el Google para buscar
sí, sí,
los...
sí, sí. O sea, sí, lo ocupo. O sea, eh, lo, lo descubrí hace un par de semanas cuando estaba haciendo avanzado en el trabajo de la. Y sí, pero no así diario, pero ahí, cuando es necesario.
Sí, no, sí, pero yo en realidad siempre lo veo del computador porque siempre estoy haciendo un trabajo cuando busco cuestiones en el Google Scholar. Yo lo conozco desde hace mucho tiempo porque, alabado sea mi gran profe de tecnología, nos explicó que de cuestiones por el estilo, nos enseñó así como a usar Canva cuando todavía no
Y
estaba
es
de
¿cómo se llama?
moda,
Como.
toda la cuestión, sí.
Y es útil, o sea. No, útil no. O sea, es cómodo usar el Google Scholar. Onda.
Sí,
Ah, ya, bueno.
mucho,
Mucho.
porque de hecho tiene citas.
Como
Puedes
citas.
ponerle que necesitas una cita en APA y te lo hace.
Ah, no, era exquisito, ya. La siguiente
Sí.
es Text Friends on WhatsApp. Obvio. Es lo único, o sea,
Eh,
como ocupo eso y Instagram.
la
Así
verdad
que.
es que yo casi nada text friends en WhatsApp, así la nada misma, porque yo creo que solamente por el grupo de la U he hablado por WhatsApp, así, y por la pega.
Pero.
No, no hablo con más gente, con el resto de la gente hablo por Instagram.
Ah, bueno. Dale, do banking. Banking. Eso se refiere a hacer eso.
Transferencias o como cosas de banco.
Mira, yo bastante diría que a menudo, porque ocupo bastante la aplicación de banco esta. Y
Sí, yo igual, pero es como cuando lo necesito, o
sí,
sea,
pues
no
cuando
voy al banco, ocupo la aplicación. Yo
sí,
creo que ese es como el, el punto.
sí, sí, sí. Bueno, digamos que a menudo. Shop
Sí,
online. Eh,
la verdad es que no muy he seguido.
a veces compro por Mercado Libre, pero nada más allá de eso. Pero a veces cuando
Yo creo que como
necesito.
lo más seguido que podría hacer, compro por pedidos ya de repente.
Ah, sí, también Shop
Pero
online. Bueno, también pues, pedido ya cuando puedo. También, así que sí, a menudo, cuando se puede. Listen to
mm,
podcast. Yo escucho mucho podcast, así que siempre.
yo literalmente nada, no escucho nada de podcast, no, no los soporto, no porque no
¿No?
me guste el tema, sino porque siento que hablan muy lento y me estresa.
Mm, sí, es como escuchar la radio. No es como la radio, pero de los tiempos modernos. Así que yo me lo coloco de fondo
Sí,
y hago mis cosas y eso.
no sé, yo
Pero de que
no,
hablan
no
lento, sí,
puedo,
pues.
no, no me gusta,
Es como más
no me
como.
gusta, prefiero
Sí.
ponerme como música del Mario Kart y hacer cuestiones con eso.
Sí, está bien, o sea, igual. Es tu opinión. La de Stream Music, Movies and Games. Es.
Definitivamente todo el rato, todo el
Stream
día,
Music es
porque si no
Spotify, ¿no?
estoy...
Y música
puede
es
ser
stream.
Spotify, puede ser YouTube, puede ser
Mm,
Deezer,
yo ocupo
Tidal.
solamente. Yo ocupo solamente Spotify, nada más. Pero yo
No,
ocupo el Spotify, de Movies, tengo el Amazon, el Netflix y el Disney. Y de Games también. Los tres. Así que, sí.
ah, sí, yo igual,
Es que
caleta.
además como el Stream Music, como ahora, pues, antes no se podía porque antes la música te compráis los discos, las películas, no sé, pues, los discos de las películas
Los tenéis que
o los,
arrendar.
sí, pues, en el Blockbuster. Y los games te compráis en la caja del juego, el juego físico. Antes todo era físico y ahora todo es digital.
Sí, sí, sabéis que yo ahora hace poco me he estado como pseudo agarrando un poco más de los juegos digitales porque los juegos de Switch, porque yo tengo una Nintendo Switch, tengo una
¿Ya?
Lite, y antes yo dije así como, no, voy a comprar todos mis juegos en físico y la cuestión, llegó la pandemia y anda a encontrar un juego en físico en Switch, no se encuentran,
Además, o sea,
es
en,
impresionante,
en, en digital
la dura,
es más
la dura,
cómodo. Perdón por
es que
interrumpirte.
no sé, yo encuentro que ni siquiera es más cómodo porque por la Switch tiene súper poca memoria.
Sí, pues a eso iba. De
Entonces,
que podéis tener muchos juegos digitales, pero tenéis que
entonces
escoger
yo no me
cuáles te
tengo
quieres tener.
todavía una SD comprada. No he podido comprarle una SD y la información de los juegos de tarjeta. ¡Ah!
Ah,
Sigamos.
o 10
10
segundos.
segundos nos quedan.
Bueno, la otra era update your Instagram. No, no subo casi nunca foto, ni TikTok tengo. Así que,
No,
oh my
no
god,
llores.
I'm so sad.
Estaba buena la
And
historia.
we are back. So, from this list, okay, which are the things that you do the most? Who wants to
Lo
share?
muteado. No, no estoy muteado, perdón.
The music, movies,
Okay.
games.
Yes.
Be online.
Uh-huh. Just be online.
Very
I
Like
think
much music
Listen
every day.
podcast.
music.
yeah, podcast.
Yeah, watch videos on YouTube.
Great. So lots of things that you can do for entertaining, right? Mostly for entertaining purposes. I think that I also do that. Like, what the things that I do the most is chatting, right? I chat with my friends, also with my colleagues, because we have to plan things together. So we chat most of the time. It's easier than just sending emails. I also check the email and watch videos on YouTube and listen to music on Spotify. Those are the apps that I can't live without, right? YouTube, Spotify, and maybe I have some fun time on Instagram as well. Okay? So now take a look at this. Because in the next slide we have the following discussion, right? So again, as I was telling, right, we're going to discuss the following. It says, you have 4 questions here. The first one says, what apps do you use the most, right? Or you can use just one app or many, right? Like 2 or 3 or 4 apps. Then it says, is there an app on your phone that you can't live without, right? It's that app that is essential for you, right? So you cannot delete it. If you delete that app, you feel like, okay, I don't have a smartphone, right? And of course, you have to tell why. Then you have to take a look at this because this is quite important nowadays. And it says, how much time do you spend on your phone each day, right? Nowadays, the software from this smartphone have added, right, an app that is called well-being, and they tell you, right, how much time you have spent, like each day. I receive a notification each day that says, okay, you stay on your mobile phone like for 2 hours or 5 hours, and you watch this and that. Okay, so yeah, try to figure out how much time do you spend on your phone each day. And the last question, this is for you. Do you consider yourself, right? Are you addicted to your phone? Okay, so we're going to do this in groups. Okay, so groups are going to be bigger now. It's not only 2, but more than 2. So we're going to do the rooms again. Start thinking of this, why I'm doing the rooms again, right? Because you will have to talk to your classmates, okay? So we're just going to do 4 rooms. This slide is slide number 5 in your presentation, right? In the Google Slides. So you can go through those questions there. I'm going to enter some of the rooms so we can also have a chat. So you're going to have a discussion here. The idea is that you all can have the possibility to talk. And we're going to spend on this activity 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm giving you 15 minutes for you to talk, and I'm going to enter the rooms to have a chat with you as well. Okay, so remember, pay attention because I'm going to be there entering the rooms in order to chat. Okay, so see you there in a couple of minutes.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Fine, fine. Thank you. And you?
Good.
That's good.
Yeah, please.
Mm.
So, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
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 Empecemos.
Yeah.
Bueno, sí, señora.
Hay que responder a las preguntas, pues.
Yes.
Sí, entre nosotros como grupo, como el gran grupo que somos. Pero en inglés o en español, dime, po. En inglés o en español.
I-
Ah,
Creo que deberíamos hablar en inglés, porque cuando el profe llegue nos va a preguntar en inglés. Pero
claro,
primero
claro.
podríamos hablar en español y después transcribir.
Claro, podemos hacer trampa y hablar en español. Podemos hacer trampa, hablar en español. Y cuando entre cambiamos a inglés.
Ya, me parece.
Pillería. Eh,
Yo estoy entre Instagram y TikTok.
diría que sería YouTube o la aplicación que te viene de predeterminado de música. Así, tal cual. No sé. Eso, tal cual.
Yo ocupo Instagram, Spotify y YouTube.
También uso YouTube, pero YouTube Music.
Hello.
Hi, teacher.
Hello there.
Hi there. You right? Good.
Yeah. I'm good.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing well. Doing well. That's it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start with the last question. Do you consider yourself addicted to your phone?
Maybe.
Nah, not
Are
really.
you sure?
I
Not
don't
really.
think so, but a little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
Maybe a little bit.
So have you seen how much time do you spend on your phone?
I don't know how to see that.
Are you using Android?
I barely use it,
Okay.
to be honest.
So Ignacio, do you use you said that you don't use your phone much. Oh. 3 hours a day. Okay. How about the rest? So it's a
Same.
long time, right? And what is your favorite app? The app that you cannot live without. YouTube. Okay. Do you have YouTube Premium or just the free version? But they have, I mean, that app has so many apps, so I'm using the premium version. I shared that account with my cousin, so we both pay, and we have YouTube Premium and also YouTube Music.
I use the YouTube Music.
It's a great app, even though I'm kind of used to Spotify. I think that I started with that, but I think that on YouTube Music you can also stream and watch the video, so it's better. Lots of live content and thing that is just exclusive from YouTube. But yeah. So what do you think? What do you think of this? Is there really an app that you cannot live without? For Alejandro, right? It was YouTube. Sansa, Francisca, Ignacio.
I think it's Busu.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Mine, I think it's YouTube Music.
YouTube Music. Okay.
Yes.
I think you can replace it, right? But it's like the other ones are not the same, right? So
No.
it's the one that you say, okay,
No.
I really need that app. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other group. Okay, so continue
Okay.
chatting. Thank you. See ya.
See ya.
Sí, ya. Me cae también el profe por la chucha.
Es buena onda.
El mejor.
Sí.
Es buena onda.
Igual que el profe Felipe.
Entonces, ¿y ahora qué?
Siendo honestos, ¿consideran ataques?
No sé. ¿Quieren contar sobre su vida? No sé.
¿Cuál de mi boot?
¿Con cuál de todos? No, no sé.
Ah, ¿verdad? Qué lata.
¿Para cuándo es?
Oh,
Ah,
mm,
o sea, pero hay que esperar a que la profe nos dé la retroalimentación, ¿o no? Y después hacer el
sí, supongo.
No sé.
A mí no. Mm-mm.
Bravo.
¿No? Se viene el pedo, cabrón.
Su paro ahí.
¿Cuál fue la otra carrera que se fue a paro? Ayer vi, pero
Ujú.
mm, teníamos que vivir la experiencia completa.
Claro.
Vale, me sirve.
Es que se me quedó la mochila adentro.
Nah,
Fue una
Mm.
mochila.
qué loco.
Ah,
Nos dieron mucho tiempo.
bueno, sí. Bueno, claro.
Mm,
Bueno, entonces, no sé cómo están. ¿Han tomado desayuno?
Sí,
yo no.
¿Por qué no ha tomado?
Es que no me da hambre en la mañana. No,
¿Cuándo tomáis?
no tomo desayuno casi nunca.
ven ahí.
Hmm. ¿Clase? No.
¿Qué? ¿Ah?
So we are back now into the main room. Great. Okay.
Estamos cultos.
Yeah, sure. Classical music. We are so clever. Okay, guys. Well, now, as we were discussing this, right? We were discussing about addiction. In this case, the phone addiction. That is, we can talk this like quite lightly, like saying, okay, yeah, maybe we're addicts to our phones, but we don't realize. But in other parts of the world, and I think here also, it's becoming quite a problem, right? But it's something that is being studied, right? There are lots of people doing research on that, and one of the things that you have here is that the research has proven, right, is that it's not you, right? It says phones are designed to be addicted, right? You remember something that is happening now. If you are, or I don't know if you have heard the news, but the iPhone had a new software update in which they promote like the right to privacy. So Facebook is really like pissed, right? I shouldn't have said that word, but really angry, right, about Apple because they are, of course, putting or entering into their field. Remember that Facebook uses all your data to show you ads, right? To sell ads. Remember, you are the product, right? And they offer you a free version. Like you have Facebook for free, you have WhatsApp for free, you have Instagram for free, but they are selling your information, the things that you look for, the pictures that you upload, everything. They are selling it to their customers, which are ads companies, advertising companies. So, woo, there is a huge problem there. That's why these apps are so addictive, right? You are addicted to those apps. You need to use them, or you feel the need to use them. But they are made in that way for a reason. And here I put a video that says it's not you. Phones are designed to be addicted. So let's take a look. Remember that you can watch this video on the slides in case that you cannot hear it, but I'm going to try to put here some subtitles. Tell me if you can hear it anyway, but I'm just going to put play on it. Okay. It's
You understand the tricks that drive have son Harris. He worked. Now he runs profit off of. Well, I handed him how he makes all notifications. Call, a text, or a message, usually because another. But a lot of today's apps simulate that kind of social interaction. Spend more time. Facebook sends you a is interested and near you. They're essentially acting like puppet master, leveraging your desire for social connection so they use the app more. Notifications didn't always work like this. Notifications first introduced for email on BlackBerries in 2003, they were actually seen as a way for you to check your phone less. You could easily see emails as they came in, so you didn't have to repeatedly open your phone to refresh an inbox. But today you can get notifications from any app on your phone. So every time you check it, you get this grab bag of notifications that can make you feel a broad variety of emotions.
If it wasn't random, if it was predictably bad or predictably good, then you would not get addicted. The predictability would take out the addiction.
That's the same logic behind slot machines. And it's effective. Slot machines make more money in the US than baseball, movies, and theme parks combined. And they become addicting about 3 to 4 times faster than other kinds of gambling. Some apps even replicate the process of pulling a slot machine lever with the pull to refresh feature. That's a conscious design choice. Those apps are usually capable of continuously updating content, but the pull action provides an addicting illusion of control over that process. In the future, we might see healthier ways of delivering notifications. Research shows that bundling notifications, where phones deliver a batch of updates at set times, reduces user stress. Then, you have to grayscale your screen. The easiest way to attract your eye's attention on a screen is through color. Human eyes are sensitive to warm colors. In eye-tracking tests like this one, they gravitate particularly to bright red. That's why so many apps have redesigned their icons to be brighter, bolder, and warmer over the years. It's also why notification bubbles are red. A little icon like this, or this, doesn't have the same impact on your attention as this. But you can neutralize that distracting effect by selecting a grayscale color filter in your phone's accessibility settings. When you make everything black and white, your brain isn't tricked into thinking this is any more important to you than this.
I mean, there's a reason why slot machines are bright color and have flashing lights and ding, 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 ding. They have the sensory, like, too, right? And so just noticing that if I take out the color, it changes the.
Finally, restrict your home screen to everyday tools.
Make sure that your home screen, when you unlock it, doesn't have anything except for the in-the-moment tools that help you live your life. I have like Lyft, get somewhere when I need to get somewhere, maps, calendar. None of these are apps that I can fall into and then get sucked down some bottomless vortex of stuff.
If you're not sure what counts as a bottomless vortex of stuff, it helps to filter out apps that use infinite scrolling. Unlike pagination, where users have to click to load new content on another page, infinite scrolling continuously loads new material, so there's no built-in endpoint. Video autoplay works in a similar way. These interfaces create a frictionless experience, but they also reduce a user's sense of control and make it harder to stop. Research shows that people rely on visual cues more than internal cues to stop consuming something. In a 2005 study, individuals who ate soup out of a self-refilling bowl ate 73% more than those who ate out of a normal bowl filled up by servers. But those who ate from the self-refilling bowls didn't feel any more satisfied. So a visual cue, like an endpoint, is better at telling you the right time to stop than your own sense of satisfaction. And because so many apps don't have an endpoint, you have to build your home screen around the eventuality of distraction. We check our phones a lot. Most of us drastically underestimate how often we do so. But technology might not always look this way. There are ideas for alternative interfaces that give you functional choices and are more transparent about how much time you'll lose with one action versus another.
But it's a really deep philosophical question. What is genuinely worth your attention on an interrupted basis? Do people even know how to answer that question? It's a really hard question. It's not something you think about.
But for now, it's a question that everybody needs to start asking. Thank you so much for watching. This has been episode 1 of By Design.
Ooh, it's hard to believe, right? So, are you addicted to your phones? Have you ever considered those questions? Have you ever considered doing those things that were part of that video? Difficult questions, right? But it's good for you to start asking yourself, right? So in your case, how many of you feel represented with the things that were mentioned here? Do you feel that you were part of that, right? Doing and using those apps the way that he showed? Would you do that, like putting your screens in gray color? Would you do that or not? Those are questions that you need to answer, right? So it's complicated. It's difficult. So what do you think, guys? What do you think about the video? What do you think of these techniques that he said, that like putting the apps that you really are going to use during the day on your home screen, changing the colors, right? Is it, are you, do you think that you can do it? Do you think that's not important? What do you think? Please, mics open.
I don't know how to answer, to be honest. But I feel a little I don't know how to say in Spanish, but sí me representó un poquito.
Okay. Yeah, you feel part of it? That you were part of the problem or the solution?
The problem.
Yeah, but remember, it's not your fault. Not your fault. I mean, these devices really work in that way, right? The apps are designed for that. That's why we love, or we really love, Instagram or TikTok. You generate the content, but they show you that in a way that you think it's interesting, that you need it, that you need to consume it, right? So that is something that you have to keep always in mind. With these companies that always gives you the free option, that's why, because you are the product and you use it like, I don't know, without even taking care of that. But it's something that it is so normalized nowadays that we never asked about it, right? We never asked about those things, those tips that this guy is telling us. This guy also appears here on this documentary, which is on Netflix, right? It's called The Social Dilemma in English. In Spanish, I think it's El Problema de las Redes Sociales, right? It's on Netflix. So if you have a Netflix account, you can go and watch it. It's quite good. It shows you all these things that are happening around the use of mobile devices and also the social networks, right? That they started like a good thing, remember, at the beginning with Facebook, that becomes quite popular, right? You can share photos, you can chat with people, but now they are a huge business, right? So the beginning was just like any other app, but now they are a huge business. The same thing with Google, right? All the products of Google have ads. Google is an advertising company, right? More than just a search engine or a bunch of apps, right? They are an advertising company. That's why everything is monetized on Google, right? So you have ads on your email, you have ads on YouTube, you have ads even on maps. So people are paying to appear also in the very first parts of Google. So that is something that you have to always keep in mind. Be careful. That's why privacy, it's an issue nowadays, and companies are kind of reacting to that. Okay, so I invite you, that's why I put it here as an extra, to watch this documentary. It's already on Netflix, so take a look at it. Okay, and well, we're not going to watch it, right? Ah, yeah. Ta-da, just with that, you see, there you find this guy again, and it's a very interesting documentary. So watch it, take a look. So we are going to end up, we're going to skip this one. So I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to take it again. But we're going to just do the listening part. Okay, we're just going to listen to here, but we're going to skip it. And sorry, that was a listening activity that we're going to skip for this class, because I'm going to give you the instructions for one thing that you will have to do, right? And it's on Flipgrid, and it's called a smartphone free for a day, okay? So you can scan that code and go directly into Flipgrid, but I'm just going to put it here for you to take a look. So let's see if you are able to do this or not. I think that for me, it's kind of impossible to live without a phone for a day. Once I did it, because yeah, let me tell you this story. I think that it was like a couple of years ago. I think it was in 2015 or yeah, 14, 15 or 16. I don't remember. But there was an earthquake in Chile, right? And that day, and a tsunami alert also in Valparaiso. I was working in the at Duoc in the center of city center of Valparaiso. I was working there as a teacher, and I have a phone. I think that was the iPhone 6 or the iPhone 5, and I wanted to change my phone. So what I did, I just sell it, right? So that day I sell it like in the morning, and that day I spent like the whole day without a phone, right? So from early in the morning, because I sell it like at 10, sold it like at 10 or maybe 11 a.m. in the morning, and I spent the whole day until late in the afternoon without a phone. In the evening, I have classes until 8 that day. And the earthquake or in the tsunami alert, I think it was like at maybe 5 or 6. But it was without my phone, right, during the whole day. So nobody knows about me on that day because I didn't even have a phone. So there was a tsunami alert in Valparaiso. My mom was really worried about me, right? She was calling me. I didn't have a phone. My sister was also calling me. My girlfriend was also calling me. So yeah, I have lots of calls later when I got a phone. I got a phone the next day, right? And because I bought the phone and it was arriving the next day. So I didn't have phone for a day. And that happened. So I have to live an afternoon or almost a day without a phone. And there were lots of emergency calls, and lots of different things that happened. Once I get home, I have internet access, so I could enter to on Facebook, and I put there that was okay. I was without my phone because I sold it, etc. So that was my experience with a day without a phone, right? And some days I also have forgotten my phone at home, but those are just accidents. And for you, right, something that you will have to do is to tell your classmates, right, to tell your mates here if you can live without your phone for one day, right? That's why it's called smartphone free for a day, right? So it says, could you live without your smartphone for a day? Is it really possible this day and age? That means on the 21st century, right? Nowadays, living without a phone for one day. So you have to answer both questions and record a video of at least 30 seconds. After that, you will have to watch 1 or 2 videos of your classmates and write a comment on it. That means if you have shared something similar, if something like what happened to me happens to you as well, right? And of course, share some comments on your videos, okay? So I'm just gonna share it here with you on Classroom for you to do it. And it's going to be part of unit number 4, of course, as well. So I'm gonna go through my account. They should be here in Classroom. Let's go to Sticks avanzado, Inglés integrado. There you are. Choose an action, make an announcement, create. So I'm just gonna put it in announcement and go. So it says a smart phone free day. Just gonna put it there in announcement so you can go into that Flipgrid, right? Instruction and record your videos, okay? So the idea is that you do this before next class, and remember that you're going to have a test during this week, okay? So with that in mind, we are arriving, right? This is the end of today's lesson. I hope you have enjoyed it, right? I hope you have the possibility to talk to your classmates, to share your thoughts, and also to reflect on the use of your mobile devices, these innocent devices, right? But quite dangerous if you don't use them the way they are supposed to work, okay? So thank you very much for coming. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, you can do it right now. If not, feel free to leave. Thank you very much for coming, and I hope to see you on Friday, right? So guys, see you on Friday, okay?
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye, guys.
Thank you. Nice day.
Have a good day.
You
Bye
too.
bye.
Have
Bye.
an excellent day.
Bye.
See you around. Bye-bye.